It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning. Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Good Wednesday morning. It is September the 10th. I'm alongside Paul Fletcher.
I'll tell you what, holy moly. I drive all the way out to Albertville, right?
Yeah.
And, already starting to see a few leaves changing.
Attaboy.
Oh my God. Soon, all the leaves are brown.
You're like my Canadian goose. You're letting me know what's happening.
Right. I
couldn't believe it.
New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero.
I digested that whole bit last night. It was glorious.
It is really, really something special right there.
It truly is.
Bill Burr just ripping Steve Jobs to pieces. Oh, nothing better in the world except the fact. Yes, Paul?
Before we get into headlines, I've got to officially, even though she's probably just waking up now, I got to say happy 15th anniversary to my wonderful. Lots of ups, a few downs.
Your wonderful? Is that your wife?
My wife,
okay,
yeah.
good.
15 years of marriage would indicate that, my wife, yeah.
Right.
So lots of ups, some downs, but nobody I'd rather, trudge through the battle with. So
wow.
Happy anniversary.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary. 15.
15. I mean, 15 at like 5:30 tonight officially, but yeah, we'll take it.
Okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
man.
I'm
Do you
assuming
have
we'll
to
make it
keep
till then.
track of the time on your
No, I
wedding
just remember it was like a 5
anniversary?
o'clock wedding, so it must have been official around 5:30. So I'm just,
Okay.
I don't know. somewhere in there.
And where was the wedding?
Omaha.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see.
Lovely little
Traditional.
church.
The 15th anniversary traditional gift is crystal.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Oh, you knew that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did.
All right.
I think
The-
she's probably going to get cheese instead.
Well,
but-
the modern is watches, and let's see. I didn't know there were so many different types of. And then the gemstone, of course. If you want to go crazy, get her a ruby.
yeah, I'll just probably grab something on Temu.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Whatever
I'm kidding.
it takes.
I'm kidding.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, good stuff.
We're feeling Nebraska. Now we're feeling Minnesota. Let's
Yes.
get to some headlines.
That's right. A former North Dakota State football player is accused of stealing a designer bag filled with insane valuables from a boat docked outside Maynard's on Lake Minnetonka back in July. William Fratelloni of Wayzata is charged with one count of felony theft in connection with the incident. He was a cornerback on the North Dakota State University football team last season, but has been dismissed since the arrest. Get this. The complaint states the bag itself was valued at $2,400. Approximately $25,000 worth of limited edition clothing, cologne valued at $400, between $5,000 and $10,000 in cash, and a Rolex valued at $227,999. That's what this kid, and then other stuff as well. AirPods, work jump drives,
Okay.
stuff like that, all in this bag.
Well, he saw the bag and figured, hey, I'm a cornerback.
Yeah.
I'm a football player.
I'm used to theft.
People give me things.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that sucker
Holy
back.
smokes.
Wow. So let's see. A crime of opportunity at best.
I mean, I don't know. How do you know the bag is sitting there? I mean, it's got to be an inside job of some sort.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. He's a douchebag.
These people just live differently than me.
I
mean,
guess.
a bag with that stuff in it, like you just have that on your boat? Anyway, it's crazy to me. Nearly a year after New Jersey residents panicked over apparent mystery drones in the night sky, they're now concerned about loud mystery booms. Check this out.
There's one. And there's two that happened at separate times.
Okay, I'm guessing it was ring cams or something that caught that. People in northern New Jersey were startled by an unexplained loud boom Sunday night. It was the second in less than a week. Police received multiple calls about what sounded like an explosion, but so far there has been no explanation for it. Officials have no evidence of a meteor, no damage reported anywhere. They've also ruled out anything weather-related. There are no reports of any thunderstorms. So for now, it's just a mystery with no clear answer.
And where is this happening?
New Jersey, northern New Jersey.
Wow. It's kind of, there's the Richfield booms here. We hear people talk about. True. Like, there's always these,
That is true.
people
yeah.
are like, I don't know what that sound is. It keeps coming back. So, man, if I heard something like that,
freak me out.
like I heard fireworks last night at
Okay.
like 8:40, and I'm like, what's with the fireworks? And they went on for a while. Did anyone else
Oh.
catch that?
No.
Yeah,
Fireworks.
I didn't bother
Twins
to get up.
are in
What's that?
Twins are in California, right?
They are.
Okay.
So I didn't get out of
Live in
bed
Target
and
Field.
go try to open a window and look. I was just laying there like, huh. And then it just went. It was 5 solid minutes, and I was like, man, it's the Minneapolis booms, I guess.
Yeah. On a
Who knows?
Tuesday?
I mean,
So weird.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you're pretty sure they're fireworks, you're like, okay, well, that was weird, and you go back to sleep. But if I heard that,
They were
would-
either fireworks or
gunshots.
it was Russian drones.
Or
so
that.
it was one or the other.
Sure.
So, but no, that sound
would
you
freak
just
me
played.
out.
If I'm laying in bed and I hear that, I'm getting up and I'm thinking it's time to pack a bag and hit the road.
To wear. Oof, get me out of here. Led Zeppelin will celebrate their 50th anniversary of the iconic sixth album's Physical Graffiti with the release of a new live EP on all formats, including 180-gram vinyl. The new EP includes live recordings of In My Time of Dying and Trampled Underfoot from Earl's Court 75, as well as Sick Again and Cashmere from Nebworth 79. These performances were previously released on the 03 Zeppelin DVD, but are now available in audio formats for the first time. The live EP features unreleased songs from earlier album sessions, such as Houses of the Holy, the Rover, and Black Country Woman from Houses of the Holy sessions, among others. You can pre-order now.
Yeah, I'll take a drive.
Sure.
I'll take a test drive on some newly mixed Led Zeppelin live. What the
Yeah.
hell else am I going to do in a day? It's the kind of stuff I sit around and wait for.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably not much better things that you can do than that.
Not at all.
If you're tired of swiping left and right, Twin City Singles are packing local breweries for a bold new matchmaking event, Pitch a Friend.
What?
Instead of dating apps, presenters grab the microphone and give a PowerPoint presentation for their single friends, taking up the concept of setting up a friend to a whole new level. The wing men and wing women recount fun facts and quirks, tell funny stories, and explain what their friends are looking for. A Forbes health survey says, quote, dating app fatigue is a real thing, especially among Gen Z. There's been a decline in usage over the past few years. So, yeah, I mean, I think that you almost have to pay the person, the friend of yours that's going to go and, put on a presentation. That's nerve-wracking.
Everybody needs a good hype man. I mean, come on.
That's
You know,
fair.
we've all had that. Someone's just finally realizing it's already happening. Let's just capitalize.
Yeah. I don't want my single friends to get in relationships, then we don't have time to hang out anymore.
Man, isn't that
That's
the
such
truth?
a bummer.
You're in one. You have time to hang
I got
out.
plenty of time to. We're on goofy schedules. I got plenty of time to hang out.
This morning show's
Yeah.
the best thing that ever happened to Ryder's marriage.
Yes.
Human remains were found in a Tesla registered to singer David. And by the way, that's D4VD because we don't spell anything normal anymore.
Okay.
The car was impounded Monday after being reported abandoned in the Hollywood Hills. Workers at the towing company called police after noticing a strong odor coming from the trunk. And that is the trunk, not the frunk, just to...
Right.
When the cops arrived, they found chopped up and decomposing remains in a bag.
Ooh.
Unreal. There's no word yet on the identity of the deceased. David is currently on tour in the Midwest, funny enough, but his rep says he's, quote, fully cooperating with the authorities. Nobody's saying that David had anything to do with this yet, but Crocs and the clothing brand Hollister removed a bunch of pictures of him modeling their stuff from the web. I'm not really sure.
boy.
Played the Fillmore last night.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Just last night.
Wow, are you kidding?
I am not
Cooperating
kidding
with
you.
authorities from the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
That's impressive. So the car's just registered to him.
Yeah.
We're not sure if it's, I mean, I've never heard of this guy, so that
Neither
means
have
he's
I.
probably incredibly successful. He might have a fleet of cars. Who knows how many cars are registered in his name? Who knows when's the last time he even was around this car?
That's
Right.
fair, but
All right, just saying.
still really
Crazy.
creepy.
It
Very
is.
creepy.
That whole thing is weird.
I
We'll
mean,
keep
the
an eye
worst,
on
the
it.
worst thing anyone that ever decomposed in one of my cars was, of course, a breakfast burrito. The last couple of bites, it was too big, and then like a week later, I'm like, "What is?
What
Oh,
the
it's under
hell
the
is
seat.
this?
Oh my god!" A whole different story.
I found a banana once in the back seat from one of the kids.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is gross. Residents of an apartment complex in Bavaria, Germany, were the victims, quote unquote, of a ding-dong ditcher. And it was happening repeatedly. The perp was a shock to everyone. Police were called to the complex after multiple calls about the ringing doorbells. The ring cam wasn't triggering a suspect of any kind, and now the cops know why. A slug was crawling across the doorbells.
What? Really?
The creature's slime trail was all the proof they needed. They relocated the slug to a nearby grassy area and just released it with a warning.
Wow. That
Think
reminds,
about that. Like
that reminds me of my favorite snail joke.
Which is?
Guy's at home, hears a knock on the door, opens the door, he looks down, there's a snail. And the snail goes, "Hey, man, I'm thirsty. You got a drink of water?" And he goes, "What the hell?" He picks it up and he just throws it as far as he can. He goes back home. 3 months later, the doorbell rings again. He opens the door and the snail goes, "What the hell was that?" Come on.
Yes.
Come on, that's good
I
stuff.
liked it.
Come on, that's
Seriously,
good stuff.
That's great, actually.
Yeah.
But think of like how much maddening that would be.
Yeah.
You know,
A
like you're just
slug.
like the thing keeps going off and going off and going off, and you can't figure out why.
For a minute
It's
there, I
slug.
thought they were going to say, like, it's Mr. McKenzie, that old slug. But no, it was actually a slug.
An actual slug.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Philly's Karen is still at large. I mean, I don't really blame her. I'd be in a cave if I could be. And a trading card company is attempting to negotiate closure to this long national nightmare. Blowout Cards has offered her $5,000 in exchange for the baseball she stole from the little boy in the bleachers. But there's a catch. She must sign it and inscribe, "I'm sorry." According to their website, the offer is official and the price is firm.
$5,000. Step it up, guys.
Yeah.
Really, I would do it. Well, $5,000's a lot of money to me. Like that,
No,
that
but I
changes
mean,
the whole rest of my
but
year.
then they're going to turn around and auction it off for way more because there's just that many stupid people with money in the world.
I think
somebody-
they have to give it back to the kid.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. So she has to return the baseball, write "I'm sorry," Philly's Karen, and then I believe they're going to give it to the kid.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, take the $5,000, sister.
Right?
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Move on with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Although you know the blowout cards, who's that? They're trying to make a statement. So I'm actually with your initial assessment of step up the dollar amount a little bit.
Can you imagine being like one of her kids?
Oh man.
She's like, hey, was that your mom? No.
No,
it wasn't.
Her. Don't work together.
That's a
Hopefully,
rough
Never
one.
met
hopefully
her.
she's a decent human who's just having a really bad moment.
Please. No, not a
hoping,
chance.
hopeful.
She's a Phillies fan.
That's
Speaking of
very true.
sports, nothing
That's
much to
fair.
report today on the Vikings front other than they're 1-0. And they
Yeah.
got
There
the
you go.
0-1 Falcons, as my dad would say, coming to town on Sunday night. The Falcons do feature Kirk Cousins as their backup quarterback. And I didn't mention this yesterday. I love during the first half of Monday Night Football watching Vikings Twitter people lose their minds and all clamoring, we need Cousins back. We can trade up and get him. He's sitting on the bench. He's wasting away. No thanks.
I think
We're
I
good.
heard somebody mention Christian Ponder, and I was like,
Yeah.
my God,
Oh, I
come
know.
on.
Real deep.
Jeez, man.
I'd rather have JJ with his wrong arm than Christian Ponder.
The Minnesota Lynx dropped a game in Indiana by 11 points last night.
That's a bummer.
Now Collier and Carrington both on the bench. Collier resting Carrington with that shoulder.
Yeah.
The top seed was wrapped up weeks ago. This is
Yeah.
no biggie. I'll say one thing without hesitation. In the NBA, I worry when a team slides into neutral ahead of the playoffs. But the WNBA, no sweat at all.
Okay.
Women are far more capable of
Yep.
flipping a switch on and off and focusing and dialing it back in.
The focus.
Make no mistake about it. This is not a cause for concern. The Lynx are going to roll through the playoffs. The Twins last night fell to the Angels 12-2, and that represents their 81st loss of the season, which means, well, the dream of finishing 500 means we have to win every game left on the schedule.
Piece of cake.
We can go 17-0 to reach 81-81. Yes, we can.
Do it.
Hey, the Gophers are 2-0, as you probably are aware. They are now ranked in the top 10 of the Big Ten.
That's great.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's
Isn't that nice? I
outstanding.
mean, back in the day, that would have been a given, but
Right.
now with 18 teams in conference, to have people say you're the 8th best team in the Big Ten is pretty good. It's like I finished 6th in my high school class. The part I don't tell is that there was only 12 of us. That's all you got to
Right,
know.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
In Canada, they kick back, they relax themselves. They have a few pops here and there.
Oh,
bored?
They love a good moose head.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fun fact: drank moose head when I was in high school and thought it was great. Had one as an adult and almost
not so
threw up.
much.
Yeah, it's awful.
I mean, it's honest to give. It's the worst beer I ever had in my life.
But you're right, though. When you're
Really?
in your early drinking days,
Yeah.
it's like, because I think you're just happy to have a beer. You
Well,
know what I
that's
mean?
exactly what it is. Yeah. Probably 40 years old, and I was in Canada, wherever you can buy Moosehead somewhere, New Brunswick probably, because you can only buy beer in Canada in the province it's from. There's a weird thing that not
okay.
every Canadian beer is available all throughout Canada, or at least that was
Interesting.
in the earlier part of this century.
Wow.
2007 or 8, I'm in wherever you can get Moosehead, and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't had one of these since I was at high. 2 sips, and I was like, oh, get this away from me.
Wow.
And I even asked I was like, is this what it always tastes like? And he took a sip. He goes, yeah. And I was like, oh my God.
That's
anyway,
awful. Yeah.
back on the off ramp.
Interesting.
A gentleman in Canada who probably had a few too many Mooseheads decided he wanted a Slurpee. Natural thing to occur to you during the day, or you see a 7-Eleven down the street.
Get hungry.
Every
and he
day.
decided to walk to 7-Eleven to pick up a Slurpee. And then he decided, I don't want to walk. I'm going to borrow a car. That car turned out to be his roommate's daughter's Barbie Jeep.
Oh, man. I
That's
hope,
right.
I hope he got permission.
One of those little pink battery run Jeep. He took it on the road.
He must be a small dude to squeeze
Topped
in
off,
that thing.
no kidding. Topped off at 3 miles an hour. Oh, it was all over the media. My man's having a viral moment here.
You're really arresting him for driving a kid's Jeep?
I just wanted to get a Slurpee. I got lazy. I didn't want to walk. I'm going like 3 clicks. I did my hand signals and everything. Model number, Barbie Jeep. Color pink.
He did the hand signals, guys.
Yeah.
The hand signals.
He just had wanted a pink Barbie Jeep.
A lot of people on the scene very upset, saying they overreacted by arresting him. If I'm driving down a road in a car, like the one I drive every day, and I have to slow down and avoid hitting a drunk dude in a Barbie Jeep, yeah, I'd say arrest him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Call me crazy. Call me an uptight American. No, dude, that's not cool.
The thing I love about this, though, this is a Canadian guy. He got arrested. The cops are there. Still has time to talk to the news reporter.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah,
that's how
sure.
chill they are about that is, yeah, go give him your story.
He was only going 3 clicks.
Officer, could I get a word with the guy from the pink Barbie Jeep?
Yeah.
Or I don't know why not. Let's get his opinion out there in the court of public opinion as soon as we can.
He's talking to news first, but then he'll be over.
Yeah,
He's wearing
sure.
He's wearing pit vipers too, those blade sunglasses. Like
I
he had the whole
understand.
bro
he's-
look going.
I understand he's an old school Rough Riders fan. Well, which Rough Riders? Because there's 2. Any chance to take a swipe at the CFL, I'm all over it. All that movement before the snap, only 3 downs. Get out of here with that nonsense.
I still like the 3 clicks. I was only going 3 clicks.
Fastest you've ever driven on the highway. For 6 years in the Czech Republic, people on the highways have been reporting the reports have come in that they have seen a Formula One car
No.
on the highways blasting up and down.
Yeah.
No lights, no license plate, no other equipment that seemingly makes it road legal.
Okay.
This guy has been evading police for 6 years. There are numerous sightings, countless videos of this car. It looks like an F1 or an F2 car just blasting up the highways.
It's an old school F1 car, yeah.
And on Monday, finally, police caught their man. They tracked
damn.
this bastard down.
Okay.
Helicopters, multiple vehicles chasing this guy. They caught up with him. Go figure. 6 years of terrorizing people on the highways in an actual race car.
Yeah.
What?
It's Blues Brothers
guy's-
up in here.
Guy's my hero.
He's your hero.
Yeah.
Why? How?
I want to drive an F1 car like that. I want to have one and just drive it around like he evaded
you
them
want
for
to get
6
on
years.
94 with an
He
F1
evaded
car.
people for 6 years. That's impressive.
It's impressive. It's impressive he's not dead.
Yeah,
try
that's
that.
true.
Try that in the United States. Someone's pulling out a gun. Oh, really? You think you're cool? I'm just saying. You're blast. This ain't the Autobahn.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it
That
is.
was my question, is do we know if they have speed limits in the Czech Republic?
I don't. You know what? And it's funny. I meant to look that up. We probably not. Not quite as harsh as they are
stringent
here.
as ours,
They probably
which-
have speed
Yeah.
recommendations. If I know the Czech Republic.
I have noticed that traveling is everybody else's
The,
traffic
you know
laws
what?
or
No,
recommendations.
they do have a top speed limit. It's
Okay.
80. It's 130 kilometers an hour, which is 81 miles per hour, and he's been going way past that.
Okay.
Easily. It's an F1 car for sure.
Oh my god! I mean,
just
there
awesome.
are photos. There have been photos posted. I mean, it looks
I've seen
like,
this on TikTok before.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way this can be real. And then to see this story, I'm like, the roosters have come to roost, unfortunately.
51-year-old dude and his son have been posting videos on YouTube of the hijinks
All
they've been up
right.
to.
Going through gas stations, roundabouts, major
I
roadways.
was gonna say we all, the lockdown and COVID, it messed with all of us. But this actually started in 2019. I was ready to give the guy, hey, you know what? He's sitting around going, hey, we can't control anything. Screw it. I got this car. I'm gonna have fun. No. He is. He's looking at several thousand crowns, Czech crowns, fine, and a driving ban
Oof, that's
the police are saying you're done in this car or any other.
Wow.
You're off the roads.
Wow, so his son's going to have to drive him everywhere.
It looks like that's the case.
There's not room for two in an F1 car either, so.
Now, he is saying he always drove it barely. He didn't really go over the speed limit all that often. He says, I never went over 125 miles per hour, for example. Well, okay, but the speed limit's 80. You did go over. If 125 is your limit, dude, the speed limit's 80. That said, it's a little... I've been on the Autobahn in Germany many times where that's a... But then again, see, I don't know how the Czech Republic works, but in Germany, to get a driver's license, you actually have to know how to drive. And it costs a lot of money to get your license, and there's a lot of training. Like, there's a huge difference. You see people going 160 on the Autobahn. They've been through a lot more training. You don't just sign a piece of paper and they say, okay, come back when you're ready for your driver's test. No, they make you earn that bad boy.
They've went through F1 Academy.
It's a little bit more, basically, compared to what happens here, yeah, it's a little bit safer. I've been on the road touring in Germany many times, and when you're on a tour bus, and every driver I've ever had, he'll be like, here comes one, and and it's always the motorcycles, and they go by so fast. It's you don't even see them in the rear view, and they're past you. They're quite like honestly going between 150 and 200 miles per hour.
It's like watching a race, basically, where the camera is fixed and it's just boom.
It's incredible.
Did you ever drive on the Autobahn?
I've never driven on the Autobahn.
Just ridden on it.
Yep.
Okay. Because that scares me to death. As much as I love speed and I love cars, driving the Autobahn scares the hell out of me.
How?
Because they're all good, and I feel like I'm not up to snuff. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like. Well,
you don't
speeds,
have to go 160. You can just go 100 and feel like the slow guy.
All right.
It's not necessarily that.
100 probably would feel slow, wouldn't it?
What is the fastest you've ever driven a car?
I think 120.
120.
I mean, that lasted for a couple seconds.
Got up there and pulled it back.
Yeah.
What was the vehicle?
Taurus SHO.
A Ford Taurus?
Mm-hmm. But the SHO, the super high output.
Output. Yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah, it was a Yamaha engine, and they hummed. Yeah, it was built for speed.
Ryder, did you ever take your SHO to 120?
No, I think I freaked out maybe about 105, 106.
Yeah.
And this is just on some county road in Lakeville or whatever in the middle of the night.
Sure.
You gotta watch
county
out for
road
those,
in the middle of the night. That's
you gotta watch
terrifying.
out for the freaking deer. Well, where else was I gonna do it?
Oh, I did it on 94 in the middle of daylight. Like that's the time to do it, right? Where you can see where you're going. Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, it didn't last long because I'm not a rule breaker and I'm not somebody who wants to get a ticket of that magnitude.
The first time I went over 100 miles an hour, I was on the back of my friend's motorcycle, and that was beyond terrifying. He took me up to 110.
Oh my!
Not
no
cool.
Thanks.
Not cool at all.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you punch him when you got done?
No, he punched me. It was all part of a scheme to wake me up and get my head out of my ass, and it worked.
Okay.
Seriously.
What
it was
came on?
Wow.
Like my friend went from being the biggest douchebag ever to actually helping me and changing the course of my life on a weird day in the summer of 1986. And it all started with going that fast on a motorcycle. Long story.
Wow.
Yeah. But
reset.
It was not cool. I tell you, when you're on the back of someone's motorcycle and all of a sudden he goes, "Okay, hold on, I'm like, "What are you talking?"
You didn't tell me I needed a diaper.
Not cool at all.
And then your reward for surviving that was he punched you in the face.
He did not in the face. It was like a chest.
Okay.
It was the old classic heart punch. Okay. Knocked me down. He's a big dude.
In the solar plexus.
That's exactly right. 651-989 Rock. What's your fastest, most craziest story? By the way, there are countries in Europe that have this all figured out. When you get caught speeding in a lot of places, the fine is completely determined upon your income.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah. In Switzerland, if you are very wealthy, your ticket will cost you a fortune. Finland has the most expensive. A billionaire in Finland in 2023 got a speeding ticket for 120,000 euros.
Holy
He was going 20 miles over the limit, and they looked him up, and they saw how much money he had, and they said, okay, 121, that's like $150,000. You know what? That's awesome. And a lot of text messages.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned a Taurus SHO, a Ryder, the same thing. And like us, we got a text from a 612 number, a 1989 Ford Taurus SHO. 125 miles an hour on a fresh blacktop country road in rural southwest Minnesota. So smooth, my wife didn't even realize how fast we were going until she looked out the side window and saw the rate of speed the power poles were going by.
Yeah.
I slept on this SHO thing.
That's from William.
Where was
You're
I?
not the only one. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was kind of like the ultimate sleeper car back in the day. Again, it had a Yamaha power plant, not a Ford power plant. So it just was it would just wind up. It was fast as hell, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Regular sedan insurance rates too.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
It just looked like a normal Taurus with a little bit of ground effects and different wheels.
Hold on a minute. I'm not remembering something. I remember in the early 90s, I knew there was a bunch of guys in bands, like rock dudes, and they were all driving Ford Tauruses.
That was probably it.
And that must be why. It was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's got a Taurus. And I just thought it was so funny. I was like, why? What is that?
Yeah,
What's the
why the hell
shtick
are you
about the
driving a
Ford
Taurus?
Taurus?
Even crazier, you could get a stick shift in a Taurus in the SHO, which I had. Did you have a manual?
I had a manual, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, take me back, Calgon.
Good shit. By the way,
missed
that
this
story,
whole thing.
that SHO story from William, he just got back to us with his name. Another one from Tim, 142 miles an hour in my buddy's Hellcat.
Ooh.
The most aggressive car I've been in, but man, was it liberating. And he's not joking. I mean, those things are,
Sure.
That's a supercharged Hemi that we're talking maybe, when they first came out 2015, like 700 horsepower. Probably, I mean, who knows, maybe mid-sevens, maybe 800 horsepower by now. Just nuts.
Man,
Those
I'll tell
cars
you
are
what,
terrifying.
As a drummer, I know all about supercharged Hemis, but I just get that preparation H and it takes care of it. Hey, 651-989-ROCK. Let's hear your stories. The fastest you've ever propelled yourself down these American highways. Let's give away tickets. Let's give away something cool, and let's do it with a little game Ryder loves. We call Beat the Jock. That's in 5 minutes and 2 songs.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Minnesota's 92 KQRS. It's time to play Beat the Jock. We got TAP 2025 tickets on the table. Let's get to it. First up, Dustin in Anoka. Dustin, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Are you ready to play Beat the Jock, sir?
Absolutely.
All right, the question of the day then is, do you want to compete against Fletcher or me?
Which one's the car guy?
The car guy is Fletcher.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll go against you, Steve.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, excuse me while I remove my headphones.
Wow. All right. Shots fired.
Okay. All right.
I guess we know what
Headphones
category
off.
is then.
The category is current or former car brands.
All right.
Current or former car brands.
Good luck.
Dustin, you have 20 seconds to do as many as you can. Are you ready?
Yes.
Set, go.
Chevy, Ford, Lincoln, Cadillac, Studebaker, Honda, Toyota, Lexus, Acura, Hummer, Nissan Infiniti, Pontiac, Oldsmobile.
3 seconds.
Come on.
Fletcher, what did you get?
I had 14.
I feel like I heard Pontiac twice.
Okay, well, that's possible. He
Okay.
ripped through quite a few of them. There was a little bit of a snag in the connection. So, I mean, 13, 14, I don't know.
Let's go with 13.
All right, that seems fair to me. Because
Okay.
I was counting, I'm sitting there counting on my fingers. He was rattling through them so fast, it was tough to keep up.
Yeah, Steve, you locked back in?
Steve's
Where
got
we
his
at?
cans on.
We're going to go with 13 as the number to beat, and the category is current or former car brands.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
For God's sakes. Okay.
You got this.
Car brands. Okay.
Car brands.
You got
I
this.
got to go and start for. Okay, I'm thinking of every car I've ever driven. Okay, let's go.
All right,
Screw
ready?
it.
You ready?
Set,
All right.
Go.
Datsun, Toyota, Honda, Chevy, Ford, Volvo, Saab, Peugeot, Citroen, Opel,
Wow.
Rover,
5 seconds.
Mercedes. What have I not said? Volvo.
You said Volvo.
I said Volvo already?
You said Volvo already, man.
Damn.
That puts you at 12.
You lost.
Wait, we've already determined this? Can we not go back and is this paper ballots or is there's a hanging Chad
There's
involved?
no hanging Chad.
Come on.
Nope, the Chad was not hanging.
That was I literally only got 12. I thought I had like 20.
No,
you had
Dustin,
12.
man.
Nice.
Nice work.
Nice. Fair enough.
I'm
Come
a
on,
car guy,
I even threw Citroen and Opel out there, didn't I?
Yeah, that was
got-
interesting.
That was a good one.
Yeah, trying.
All right, Dustin, hang on.
Dustin, well done,
Good
brother.
work, Dustin.
Man,
Yeah, he was rifling through them.
hit it and quit it. We gonna go for another one here or what?
Yep.
Might as well.
All right, bring it.
Long as we're on a losing streak. Steve in Lakeville. Steve, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Ready to rock a little Beat the Jock here, brother?
I'm going to try.
All right, you are going to compete against Fletcher as as I've already taken the fall today. So best of luck to you, sir. Ryder, what's Steve got to do here?
Category is active NFL quarterbacks, and we'll take backups and stuff like that. But I don't want to hear any Fran Tarkenton and that kind of stuff. We need active NFL quarterbacks. Steve, you got 20 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Set, go.
J.J. McCarthy, Mahomes, Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts.
Ooh. All right. Solid effort. 6.
All right, headphones back on.
Hang
what do we got?
Steve.
Ryder?
You said 6?
I counted 6.
I counted 7.
Did you get 7? Okay.
Yeah, we'll give him 7.
We got 7.
All right. The category is NFL quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. I just did a fantasy football draft.
Oh, boy.
Okay,
over the weekend.
then it looks good for you, man.
Okay.
All right, you got 20 seconds. Active NFL quarterbacks. Ready, set, go.
Mahomes, Josh Allen, Stafford, JJ, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, Burrow, Hurts, Purdy. Brock Purdy, baby.
Wow, Purdy getting the call.
Well, I'm always a late round quarterback drafter in fantasy football, so I'm always looking at those middling guys.
Steve, sorry to say, Fletcher had your number today, brother, but we appreciate you calling in and trying. Great news for Dustin in Anoka. He's good to go to TAP 2025. Right. We'll be hanging out with you guys on Saturday. A gentleman in the Czech Republic was arrested after 6 years of tormenting locals on a highway. He's been driving a Formula One car on the highway, a straight-up race car. People have been posting photos, videos, and saying to police, there's a dude in a race car. Can we do something about it? Took 6 years. They finally apprehended him.
Amazing.
All this to say, we started talking about how fast we've gone on the highways in our life. No one's called in yet to say or texted in yet to say, oh, I had my own race car. But
that's fair.
They're coming pretty damn close.
This is my favorite one of them all. Craig from Bloomington, you win. He said, quote, this isn't really fast, but more surprising. I was challenged by a guy in a Mustang from a stoplight. I stayed even with him up to 83 miles an hour in third gear on France Ave in Bloomington. I wonder if he ever admitted that he got smoked by a 4-cylinder Saturn.
Nice. I'm digging that.
Oh, and one more. Ron says about a $160 in a Dodge Demon. Won't say where or why.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Ron, I see how you work.
I like those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Fastest I told you, using a motorcycle. The fastest I've ever been in a car was it doesn't count because it was an Indy pace car on the track of the Indy 500.
Oh, that's fun.
I was asked, "Do you want to take a lap in the pace car?" And I said, "Sure." And I regretted it almost immediately.
Why?
Because I was in the passenger seat, of course. It's an actual Indy driver.
Sure.
A cool guy would know his name. I didn't even think to ask. I was like, okay. And I hopped in the car, and he punched it. It was a Corvette. This is in 2005. It was the pace car, or one of the few they had there. And as we were right there at the beginning, in the middle of the straightaway, we hop in. He punches the gas. And as we are screaming towards the first curve, I'm like, he's not slowing down.
No, you don't. You don't slow down.
No, not at all. And it's a good thing because we went completely sideways because those banks are so much more than you think they're going to be when you're a knucklehead like me. And we came out of the first curve, and then he kept accelerating, and we got up over 200 miles an hour on that track in that Corvette. And I was like, this is not cool.
Why did you? Why? That's like amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing until we flip and roll, and then I'm propelled 600 yards into the infield in 17 pieces.
You were strapped in, yeah?
Yeah, I was strapped in.
You're not flying out of the car. You'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll see.
These guys walk away from these things all the time.
That's great. That's a pace car, not a race car.
It's still got all the stuff. It's still got roll cages and all that. Sure.
Look, all I know is this. We were talking as he was driving, and he had one hand on the wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, dude...
Yes.
10 and 2, baby. Let's go.
He's professionally trained. The car is professionally trained. All is well.
Yeah, well, just all I'm saying is
jealous.
You're only saying that, Fletcher, because you haven't done it. Would you get in a race car
In a
knowing
heartbeat.
that it was going to crash?
Yeah, knowing it was going to crash?
Yes.
What? What kind of a question is that?
A pretty darn good one.
I'd take the risk if I didn't know if it was going to crash or not.
Keep talking about all the safety features.
You're acting like we're doing
deal.
bumper cars up at Valley Fair.
I'm willing to take the risk, but if you tell me it's going to crash, no, of course not.
Where's your roll bar now, tough guy? Huh?
Nobody gets into a car expecting it to crash.
Oh, fair enough. I did. I fully anticipated a crash. We're talking about speed demons and the moments in our lives when we've gone kind of quickly. 651-989-ROCK. Let us know. Steve in Woodbury's on the horn. Steve, what do you got for us?
Good morning. Back in high school days, 1983, I was at a party. My buddy's out front of the house doing burnouts in his 73 Charger.
Sure
The night before, he had jumped on the hood of my car.
Okay.
So I went up to him. I jumped on the roof of his car. He immediately pegged it. And next thing I know, we're passing cars on I-94 in St. Paul.
Oh.
Come on.
Getting pounded with bugs. But I got saved. And the state patrol pulled us over. No. This trooper was the coolest cop ever. He walks up the car, ignores me completely, asks my buddy for his ID. Then he says to me, "Do you have an ID?" "Yeah." "Would you be more comfortable in the car?" "Yes, sir." Wow. So he says, "Get in the car." So he comes back a minute later. Apparently they only check for criminal activity and not good decision-making. He throws IDs on the dash. He goes, "Just go." Fast forward about 2 hours later, the party breaks up. The only place you can go at that hour used to be the old donut shops that were everywhere in St. Paul. Yeah. So we're pulled up to this donut shop. There's 3 troop cars out in front. I look in the window. There's our guy. I said, "I can't do it. I got to go." So, yeah, I'm sure he's telling his buddies about these morons. Oh, yeah. I've been pulled over before, but I didn't know the etiquette for being on a roof. But it must have prepared me because I ended up being a cop for 30 years. I'm retired now and love it.
Hey!
Congratulations.
Wow.
That's what they call a button right there. Didn't see that coming. Steve, nice job, brother. Thank you very much.
Nice misdirection there.
651-989-ROCK. A lot of texts, a lot of phone calls. Right, give me a text.
You want one more? All right, here's a text. 158 miles an hour on a BMW K1300 GT on a 2-lane blacktop in Monticello. Just as I was hitting that speed, I went over a hill and discovered the blacktop turned to gravel in about 100 feet. Oh, boy. Fortunately, I had great brakes, and I was able to get it down to about 80 before I hit the gravel. Pucker factor 8. That's from Kevin in Plymouth.
The fact that it's an 8 tells me that guy's got
pretty
nerves
calm.
Of steel.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it.
Yeah, he didn't start crying in a pace car.
That's pretty awesome. All right, Jim from Chaska's calling in. Jim, good morning. What do you got for us?
Yep, I actually got pulled over on my ticket. I had a 69 Roadrunner, and back in the days, the speedometers used to be horizontal, and they called it burying the needle, so it went up to 120.
Yep.
But if you went faster, the needle went under the dashboard, and you really didn't see where you're at. So I was testing it out. I had the sucker buried, and then I started to slow down, and I had a state cop coming the other way, and he got me at 112 on the way down. So luckily he didn't get me at 125 or 130.
Yeah, solid right there, man. I like that. Thanks for the call, Jim. We appreciate it. 651-989-ROCK. Let us know your absurdly fast stories. 651-989-ROCK. Hit us on the text or give us a shout. Why don't you? No shortage of calls, texts, and Facebook posts. Right now, Brian is on the horn from St. Paul. Brian, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you got for us?
Well, basically, back in the early 60s, my father-in-law had a front-end dragster, and he turned around, and they live right down by West 7 by Mancini's down there by Schmidt-Burry. And they needed to see if it would run all right. So they took it out on West 7th Street, and he gave it the gas. He said he must have been doing about $1.20. And by the time he turned it around and then gave it the gas going back, he could see the flashing lights behind him. Well, they tried to stuff it inside the garage, and by the time they got it in the garage and stuff like that, the cop walks up and says, "You might as well quit. I'm just going to give you a ticket, and that's about it. And you boys have a nice day." Well, he laughed about it because he said, "Well, we had to see if it could run."
Yeah.
Wow.
So close to getting away.
Man, that's tough. Man. That's a good one. Thank you.
Hell of an effort.
Hell of an effort. You talk about a fast car flying down West 7th Street. We're talking about just a regular 2-lane street here.
Yeah.
You know, and Yeah, you had some wild cars back in the heyday.
No doubt about it. Brian, thank you for the call, brother. The town I grew up in, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, there was a state trooper who lived in town named R.N. Ferguson. Everyone knew Trooper Ferguson.
Yeah.
And before my time, late 60s, early 70s, there was a road in town called Lover's Lane, and that's where everybody would go drag race. And I mean, it was literally like in a bad movie from the 60s. The girl would stand in the middle and hold her bandana and throw it down, and two cars would punch it on the straightaway, and all the kids would go out, small southern town hijinks, and R.N. Ferguson would pull up in his car. He was a state trooper again, and he would say, all right, you and me, we're going. He wouldn't arrest people. He would challenge them. No. And the deal was, if I beat you, I get your car. Do you want to go to jail, or do you want to race me for your pink slips?
Wow.
That used to happen. That was a real thing.
Wow.
And I talked to people who would like, no. He would literally walk away with your car. He was a cop, and he would do that. Southern justice.
That's how you do it.
It's good stuff.
That's how you maintain law and order.
Oh, he's a big fan of that kind of stuff. 651-989-ROCK. Keep them coming. Plenty of text messages.
This one is Jim says, I went 55 miles an hour in a Pinto. And it felt like I was going 1,000 miles an hour.
Yes, it did.
Glad there were no explosions there.
Glad he wasn't going in reverse.
Oh, the Pinto.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
What's the fastest you done ever gone? That's what we're talking about today. A dude was pulled over in the Czech Republic for driving a literal race car on the highway. He'd only been doing it unapprehended for 6 years.
It's impressive.
Bit of a story right there. Mark from Stillwater's on the horn. Mark, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. My story is in 1984, I was driving a RX-7 with a rotary engine.
Rotary.
Going up to St. Cloud for a picnic at First Light on a weekday morning, and nobody, it was hardly anybody on the road. And I pushed it up. The speedometer only went to 140, but it moved a little past that. And it was really cool. The first time I'd ever felt this at that speed, that the car seemed to sink down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those aerodynamics.
That's suspension.
Aerodynamically, it hugged the road. Super smooth. So we had a nice day, had a picnic, and I'm coming back to the city about 4 in the afternoon. I got off in 94 to turn down onto 494, like through Minnetonka.
Sure.
And so I'm going southbound. I noticed there was a sheriff going northbound, and we used to call this the Starsky and Hutch, because this guy pulled into the median and was throwing grass and dirt.
Nice.
And came up on the other shoulder, and I thought I was going to see some stuff, and then I realized that I was the stuff.
Right, sure.
And I was doing like 70. I was like 10 over the limit.
Oh.
And he came right up on me, and I pulled over nice and slow in the right shoulder, and he gave me a little talking to, and I apologized. I didn't mention the fact that I had been going twice that in the morning.
Good thinking.
Right.
Good thinking. You could have rubbed it right in his face. What could he have done? It's your word against yours.
I know, but it was so fun that 140 at that speed in that car, it was just so stable. No vibration, just slicing right away.
All right, you talked me into it. I'm looking for an RX-7 online right now. Mark, thanks for the call, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, those are no joke, man.
Text messages coming in still fast and furious. See what I did there?
Yeah, yes, I do. I want to know what going to St. Cloud for a picnic is code for. I suspect that something else was going on.
That's not a euphemism. That's a me-phemism, baby.
All right, so from 763, this is fascinating to me. I got our Toyota Corolla up to 132 miles an hour in Germany in 1989. No. I didn't know Toyota Corollas went 132 miles an hour. In fact, I might be calling a little... you know what?
Colonel Gorman's late, great 2015 Toyota Corolla, which came to a really untimely end this
Yeah,
summer.
that's what I heard.
No way that thing ever got near 132. I promise you that. I tried. I didn't really try. But, I mean, I drove it enough to know 132 was well beyond capacity.
Buddy and I got crotch rockets and went to the country near Afton, side by side, 150 miles an hour. The tenths on the odometer were just spinning. Crotch rockets, solid as a rocket, 150.
Oh, man.
That's beyond my bravery.
That's a pretty good one. Hey, I do want to remind everybody, meet up with Fletcher and Ryder. That's these guys.
Yeah.
Hi.
At TAP 2025 Craft Brew and Innovation Fest. It's Saturday. That's 3 days from right now on Lewis Street in downtown Shakopee. VIP gates open at 1 p.m., general admission at 2 p.m. You can enjoy great craft beers and new creations from over 40 breweries. All these breweries from right here in the state of Iowa. No, Minnesota.
God,
I always
do you have to
do
go
that.
there? Why do you do that?
Right here from Minnesota, over 40 breweries. Tickets are at TAP Shakopee, Tap Shop, Top Shop, tapshakopee.com.
Damn
Hey,
straight.
you know what the weather says?
What's the weather
82 and
say?
sunny for Saturday.
Wow.
Yep, not a drop of rain.
After a gentleman in the Czech Republic was arrested for speeding up and down and all over the highways in the Czech Republic for 6 years, this guy has been tormenting people by driving an actual, honest-to-God race car.
An F1.
An F1 car on the interstates. He was caught. He was apprehended. He is now banned from driving.
That's
not just
messed
his
up.
race car, from
Altogether?
anything. You're done. So, of course, we start talking about the fastest times we've ever spent behind the wheel.
Wait,
And-
how fast was this race car guy going generally?
Well, he was going, the speed limit is, it's in kilometers per hour, but it comes out to 81 miles per hour is generally the speed limit on Czech highways. He said in his defense, I never went over 120. Which means, well, okay,
Right.
so that
He
tells
went
me.
a lot over 120.
Yeah. When you say I never went over 120, I'm going to say ballpark basement was 140.
Right.
Oh,
'Cause,
I was
you know,
going to go with 160.
Could have been.
Yeah.
So either way, well, he's done. I hope he enjoyed that 6-year stint of
good
being
run.
that
It's a good run.
dude over there with the race car. But we were getting no shortage of phone calls, posts, texts. A lot of people have gone really fast and want to tell us all about it.
I've actually got a couple of cautionary motorcycle tales to share.
Gee, they're all cautionary to me.
I had a GT. This is from Ron. I had a GT 550 Suzuki that I had a factory defect of some kind, and the starter engaged while I was doing about 100 miles an hour. Ooh. I just got out of a corner, and the back tire locked up, and I skidded off the tar, and luckily stayed on the shoulder to a stop.
No. God.
If that
that's scary.
happens in the turn, who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
it's
really
very
scary.
Butthole just clenched, like
That'll
real tight.
happen. That'll happen.
I just remembered it wasn't a fast story, but I did have a back tire blowout on a Vespa scooter that I was driving.
Oh, bummer.
At probably 40 miles per hour, though,
Okay.
late at night. And I was able to commandeer that vehicle right into a chain link fence. and I was not injured somehow.
A lesser
miraculously.
driver would not have been able to do that.
See, that's what it comes down to.
From a 763 area code, this is crazy. And it kind of goes with your Vespa story. So I broke 200 on my ZX10 Ninja. Only did it once. Then a year later, tipped over, going about 20 miles an hour, which gave me a brain injury and a week in the ICU.
Oh.
Go figure.
That's a bummer.
Think about that. He's going 200, nothing happens. Going 20.
Well, if you get up to 200 and
unreal.
bring it back down and do it safely, you're going to be cocky.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
You are
but 20
riding on borrowed time at that point.
Man.
All it took, though, was 20 miles an hour. Unbelievable.
That's, well, you know what? I mean, look, I'm 6'3". If I fall over just from a standing position, I could get some brain damage.
True. One more from the 612. Got a buddy retired at 39. He's 63 now. All he does is buy muscle cars and supercars. He had a 2000-something Dodge Viper ACR. We went out to Hollywood, Minnesota. He put lots of dots in between. We got it up to 188 miles an hour when we ran out of road. He goes to the next length to say, FYI, Vipers, while super nice and cool, are loud. Every pebble, every slight bump you hear and feel. Fun, but kind of a nasty ride. It's because it's a race car.
Yeah,
a Viper's
he
a
sent in some
legitimate
audio.
race car.
It sounded like this.
Just a matter of time. Yeah. Baby.
If it sounded like that, I think that was a 2002 Viper that sounded like that. I'm pretty sure that's the exhaust sound from the Viper.
Man, that's always going to work.
Unreal,
That's always going to work for my money. Hey, I want to remind everybody you can meet up with Lisa Miller at the Law Tigers Rider Appreciation Fuel Up event Sunday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. at the Holiday Station on Hadley Avenue South in Cottage Grove. Law Tigers will fill up the first 25 motorcycles for free.
Nice.
How about that? And you get to hang with Lisa Miller. That's a win-win-win-win-win.
At Holiday Station stores.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just say, if you're planning on getting that full tank, I'd be there a lot closer to 9:30 than 11:30. Just to put that out there, because they're doing it for 25 people.
That's a good common sense tip right there, Ryder. All right, give me one more text here, Paul Fletcher. The people love to fly.
They do. Morning, guys. Mark in Eden Prairie. I was doing 120 miles an hour plus on the Autobahn in Germany in my 1983 VW Jetta Turbo. A BMW 7 Series came up behind me, flashed his lights. I got over, as you do, and he passed me like I was standing still. Must have been going 160 or 180.
Sure. I've seen it many times. Like I said, I've been on the Autobahn a bunch, always on a tour bus.
Yeah.
And so you're only going, 65 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour tops. But past many, many, many times as if you're sitting still. Yeah. And the fastest vehicles are always the motorcycles. I mean, they are just,
yeah.
You're like, you got to be kidding me. It's pretty awesome over there. All right, we're wrapping it up, but we still have time for the last word. The last word, courtesy of Bill Murray.
Okay.
Oh,
Game
good.
on.
I love this. He said, I tried to be available for life to happen to me. We're in this life. And if you're not available, the sort of ordinary time goes past and you didn't live it. But if you're available, life gets huge, then you're really living it. Be available.
Spoken like a man who does not have a cell phone.
That is exactly
correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Bill Murray for the win.
That's a smart dude that's living a good life.
On Gorman in the Morning tomorrow, we're going to play a little something, as it will be Thursday, we call Rank You Very Much. Always a pleasure. And as it is Thursday during football season, Sam Ekstrom will be with us at 8:25 to discuss Vikings. Always looking forward to catching up with Sam. He'll have a lot to say about last week and this week's game.
Sure.
Fletcher, what's coming up next?
I've got a Field of Bands tickets, keyword. Listen right around 1:30 for that keyword. Go commercial free around 11:45. And I'll kick off the 10 a.m. hour with the song that was played last. The song that was last performed on the final David Letterman.
Okay, fair enough.
God, I worded that beautifully.
Okay.
No, listen, nothing like to get a little choppy right there at the end. It just means you've been working hard.
Yeah, whatever. But I got to keep doing it, though. It's my job. I'm get paid to talk.
You'll be back and better than ever momentarily. Stay right here on Minnesota's 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the Morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the Morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.